M0FXB, welcome to my channel. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. So the subject of this video is, should I buy an ICOM 705? It's February 2022. Is this radio still relevant with other radios that have come out, like the Xiegu X6100, and the other one is the 599 QRP radio? So I would say yes, absolutely. That there is no other radio that does what this radio does. It has VHF, UHF, HF, 6 meters, plus it's a very wide banded radio. Let's look at some of the band selections. So we're in DR mode. So many radios of this kind do not have DR mode, which is for D-Star. So if we come out of DR mode by holding down the DR button, we're now into memory mode or VFO mode. Right now, memory, and we have memory groups, and we'll tap here for VFO, and let's come out and we shall turn it down. Look, at the moment we're in AM band. We can tap the frequency like so, and we can choose 2 meters for now. We have filters on all bands. We have FM. If we tap FM, look, we have SSB, CW, RTTY, AM, FM, DV, WFM and data on every band in this radio. Let's come out. We obviously have a band scope which we can expand with lots of, there is a whole menu selection within the band scope here, and you can make many changes to the color and the look and many other selections. Let's back out. We have Bluetooth, Wi-Fi. So we go menu, set. Let's go down to wireless LAN there. We can turn that on and off. Many different types of connections. Station connection, and we can tap here. Access point connections. Remote settings as well. So you can access this radio when you're not at home, and it works. The Bluetooth on this radio does work on audio, unlike other QRP similar HF radios. And the Bluetooth just works well. The wireless LAN works well. You can set a button on the radio to TX. There isn't a built-in microphone like you have with the Xiegu X6100, but you can Bluetooth a microphone. You have an SWR graph. Go menu, SWR, and you have a graph system of measuring the SWR. If we go back, just quickly look at that menu again. Look at all these functions. Scope, you have an audio scope. We need some activity for that. Let's go into DR mode. See if we can find some activity. No, nothing at the moment. Let's go into memory mode. So we'll hit DR again. We'll tap VFO and we'll go to memo. Come out and let's scroll up. Now we can see that the audio scope is working. There you go. Very good audio on this. I'm just driving for RF gain control, squelch control, push again. Running around, little van, little truck, not van. Very good audio. A better speaker, I would say, than the X6100. Right, attenuation, of course, and you can set the amount. Let's go back. Sorry, let's go back into the menu. Scan features, memory pad for quick saving, voice record. You can TX voice and CW. That works brilliant. Record here, big massive. The set menu is just so long. You can have a meter here, so you've got ALC, COM, SWR. I think you can change this. Look, you've got power there going in, and the temperature. And you can hear that you can have the scope and the audio scope at the same time if you want. You told me about the curtain, so look how good that is. Battery indicator, tap the battery. Yeah, good, mate. Well, enjoy your lunch. GPS, nice look at that. Link with your on here, and how good is that? Whitney, actually. I used to work for a company that had a depot in Whitney, and I've been there a couple of times, as you say. It's the other side. We have the facility as well to shortcut on the. Let's turn it down. Nice afternoon. You can shortcut many of the functions, so you go menu. let's just put that to normal VFO SDR scope. So we just go menu, scope, like so. And let's come out of DR mode and go to HF. HF bands work amazingly. There's no tuner, but all you do is make an antenna like a 49:1 balun wire, cut it to the right length, and you don't need the tuner. Even the selectivity, you have, let's go to hold it down, you have scroll mode. Digi modes, out of the box, everything works. So what else? Vox, break-in for CW. CW connector on the side here. Let's have a look. We've got key, micro USB. It charges using a micro USB lead. You can use Doozy as well. You don't have to have a hotspot. You can use a program like Doozy, or let's just turn it to the other side. That's your microphone, speaker mic, and SD card. So yeah, very, very easy to program to do the firmware updates on this radio. Let's see if we can get a station coming in on HF. Turn it up. And we'll go to LSB. We've got that. Filters. Let's see if we can find someone.
In England, you have certainly black bees also.
Now I've bought a tuner that works very well with this radio for £60. It's called an ATU 100. I had to change one setting so it worked. They do a QRP version of that as well. Look out for the video. So the functions are never ending on this radio. It's very hard to cover them all. So you have voice here. So let's just turn this up again. Hit voice. Auto, there you go, auto tune for things like CW and digital modes there. MPAD, XFC, that's more to hear the input. So if we go to a memory channel with a repeater, like so, and then we put the XFC, look, it'll hit, you can hear the input, like so. So, is it relevant? Yes, definitely. Do I wish the price was lower? Yes, but if it was lower, they probably couldn't make it because they've packed so much in this radio. Now, I have a carry cage, as you can see, just makes it a lot easier to carry around. It's quite a brick. I don't think it's the BNC connection. Now, I don't think it's the kind of radio you would just put an antenna in and let's just disconnect the speaker and the antenna a minute and turn it round like so. So they've used the battery from the ID51 Plus and the ID52, very interchangeable. It lasts quite well, but you know, any of these high spec radios, really, you do need a spare battery, and this will charge the battery in the radio, which is very handy. A grounding connection there as well. You can the microphone, which is very nice, very user friendly. The buttons on it can also be programmed. Let's dig that out for you. So there's a microphone, and it's a very nice microphone to use. I know it's one of these dinky little ones, has a good little connector, but it's very nice to use, and you can program these buttons. And like I said, you can program a button to actually TX on this radio, and look, it'll just clip on there quite nicely. If you want, you know, to keep the mic there and just carry the whole unit separate. So, you know, I'm trying to think of everything, all the main things about this radio. Let's just look at some of the menus. So we've gone through this section. Number 2 menus, DV gateway. So if someone's running a server, you can use this radio to communicate with no antenna required. The DV memory is for the DR system, very extensive. You can do repeater searches. You can load a repeater list file on this radio. And let's just select one here. And look, and it will add all this into DR mode for you automatically. Are we still in DR mode now? I don't think we are. No, we're in memory channel. You can have digital voice memories on this radio without using DR mode, but DR mode just works so well. Back to the function menu. So preamps, yeah, on, off, and you can attenuate. Split frequency, yes. AGC, Vox, digital squelch. Let's just go. Power, duplex on all bands, so 6 meter repeater, no problem at all. Let's go into HF like so. Look at the menu again. You've got preset for FT8, so you put all your settings in for FT8 and add your preset, and away you go. Next time you go back to the radio, you can use it. GPS there works brilliant. I love the GPS on this radio. Functions. Let's go back. Vox Moni for monitoring. I forgot what that's called now. Transmit bandwidth. You can change that, and you can actually, if you hold it, I think. No, you have to go into the menu. You can actually select that. Comp, notch works well. Right, oh yeah, I was telling you about the shortcut. So hold down NR and hold the finger down there again. And look, you can control the noise reduction now with the multi-function knob. Or you can just tap it and go back to memory channel. How good is that? And then each selection that you have from the NR menu can be added up here. And then you have a sub menu as well, giving a lot more control. The filters, you can just tap the screen. Let's have a look now. Let's go to menu 2. You can add a marker. That's for changing the settings in the scope. Oh yeah, so you have the RF gain for the actual, just for the screen. So if we go back to HF, let's have a look now. Oh, let's plug the antenna back in. Right, the antenna's back in, and so what's the RF gain here? It's full on. We can lower it if we want, but if we want to keep that the same, we can tap RF here, and look, we can change that. So it's basically a RF gain for the scope. See the way it changes? We can bring it up and down, so we can pick out those weak signals. Of course, we can change all the colors how we like it. Speed of it as well. Oh yeah, and scope. You can hold that down. This is where you can add in the audio scope, or you can add a meter in. So, sorry about, we're starting to get some glare here. You've got a quick menu as well. Group select, channel select, meter select, GPS information. You know. So hopefully I haven't missed anything. It's a VHF, UHF, HF radio, 6 meters, digital voice, D-Star, and it's just amazing. I would put this down as the best radio in my whole shack easily, and really not to be compared to the Zygu because it's VHF, UHF, D-Star, but I can see why people do. So I hope this you find this helpful. You know, this radio's been out a good year now or more. Is it worth buying? Yeah, if you can afford this radio, 100% go and get yourself a 705. It will be your favorite radio in your whole shack, and there are no bugs, no quirks, no problems with this radio. You definitely need a carry cage like I've got here if you want to carry it around safely, because it is a bit of a brick. So 7.3, thanks very much for watching my channel. Please like and subscribe. All the best.